Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Brenna, and today's video is going to be how I personally blend my eyeshadow while I am applying it. I posted a picture on Instagram of a recent makeup look that I did, and I had a friend of mine ask if I ever do tutorials because she has trouble blending her eyeshadow, and I was like, well, I haven't yet, but I can do one. So this is me going to be doing a tutorial on how I personally blend my own eyeshadow. I just want to start off by saying I am not a makeup artist. I love makeup. I've been playing with makeup ever since I was able to. And yeah, I've just learned along the way and kind of watched other girls, how they apply theirs. And I've just practiced it myself and just so yeah, I'm just not a professional is what I'm trying to say. But all right, so I wanted to find tools and eyeshadow to use that were affordable. That way, if anybody who's new to makeup or wanted to just try something new, like it would be affordable. So pretty much the only store that I have in my area that sells, well, not the only store that sells a good range of makeup, but affordable makeup is Walmart. We do have a CVS and a Walgreens. There's a Snyder's about 15 minutes away, but it's been a long time since I've been there. But those are really the only stores that sell affordable makeup, but Walmart really is the most affordable. So that's typically where I buy all of my makeup from. So today, I want to show you the eyeshadow palette I'm going to be using as well as the brushes and talk about those for a second. Now, usually when I'm doing my eyeshadow, these are the typical 4 brushes that I use. These 2 are from AOA Studio, which is a website called shopmissa. And I got a set of these brushes for $10, I believe. I will have to go on and see if I can still find this same set, and I can link it down below. This one is by a company called BS Mall. This one I got on Amazon in a pack as well. And I know those are still sold on there, so I will link those down below. And this brush came in an Ipsy bag a long time ago. I believe it came in an Ipsy bag, but there's no name on it or anything. But I use this for like eyeliners, especially if I'm using eyeshadow as an eyeliner. So these are the 4 brushes that I typically use, but those are kind of brands that are all over the place. So I wanted to find some brushes that you would be able to pick up at Walmart if you wanted to. These are EcoTools, like double-ended brushes. So for this EcoTools brush, we have this side for blending and this side for smudging. For this one, we have defining and shading. So I picked these up probably less than a year ago at Walmart, and I do really enjoy these brushes. I just have so many brushes that you know, I find all different kinds that I like. So, but these you can get at Walmart. They are affordable and they work excellent. And then I'm going to be using this e.l.f. Rose Gold Nude palette. So this has just some neutrals, some shimmers, there's like some purpley pinks, just a really nice, like, everyday palette that you could use. So it's actually been a while since I have used this palette, so I'm excited to use it again. But yeah, I'm just going to show you how I apply my eyeshadow, and hopefully it will be easy enough for you to do if you want to try blending it how I do. So first things first is I usually try to find a neutral shade to put in the crease of my eye. This just goes in, that way when you go over top with the color kind of blends into the transition shade or the crease shade, and just makes it look better. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take the blend side of the EcoTools brush. I cannot talk lately. And I am going to dip into this. This doesn't say the shade names on it, but I'm going to dip into this light color right here. It is a matte color. Dip in. I usually tap the excess off. That way I don't have like an overload of powder in my crease. And I am going to just kind of start going back and forth right in the crease of my eye. Once I feel like that's applied, I kind of start doing circular motions. Back and forth and circular motions to get that put all in the crease. Okay, I can see that lightly on my end. You probably can't see it on your end. So I'm gonna go in, instead of the lighter shade, I'm gonna go into this darker shade. Whoops. Pull my mirror closer. There we go. So back and forth, right in the crease. It's gonna sound weird, but for me personally, I know it's the crease when I'm kind of pressing and it's like between my bone and my eyeball, like the brush is going in. All right. And as you can see, it blends out nicely. It's right in the crease where I want it. A little bit onto the lid. I mean, it will go because of like the brush size. And again, when it comes to makeup, I personally feel like you can do whatever you want with makeup. You'll see some videos where it's like, this is the proper way to apply eyeshadow or lipstick or eyeliner or whatever, but really it's how you want to do it. So I have to get out of my head that I need to do it like certain people and really just focus on how I personally feel comfortable applying my eyeshadow and how I feel that it looks best on my eyes. So this being blended, it's up above the bone a little bit and then down onto the eyelid, but still in the crease. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm horrible at explaining things, so I'm kind of nervous to do this video. But here we are. Okay, so I have that transition shade in the crease. Now, typically what I will do, if I want it to be an easy eyeshadow look, like simple, fast, I'll do a transition shade and then one shade all over the lid. So I think I will do that for the purpose of this video. So we went in with that matte brown shade. And now I want to go in with this pinkish purple shade. This shade right here. So I like to go in with my finger and apply it on my eye and then go in with my brush and blend it out. So that's what I'm going to do with this shade. Just place it all over the lid. And then if you want it to be light, if you want it to be bold, just put a little, put a lot. I kind of want this to be bolder, so I'm going to put more on. Ooh, that's a really pretty shade actually. All right. I always have a towel. I have a towel down on my table. That way I can wipe my finger off on it, or even take my brush if I want to use it for a different shade. Excuse me, swirl it around on my towel, and then to get the transition shade off, and then I can go in and blend this out. I just kind of go over it with the brush. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So this is like the easy version. You could also skip the transition shade and just go in with an eyeshadow and just put it on the lid and then blend it out with like the back and forth circular motions in the crease. That's something that I do as well. Now, if you wanted to take it one step farther, you could use a flat brush like the end of this one, which on here it's called Smudge. But what you can do is take an even darker shade. Like I'm going to go down here to this. What color is this? It's like a brown. Yeah, like a brown with some shimmer in it right here. And get some on your flat brush. And then put it on the, whoops, wrong eyeball. Put it on the outside of the lid to try to like deepen up that outside corner. And then for deepening, I also try to just feel where that bone is, and I don't go above the bone, and I keep it on like the outer third of the eye. I try my best to, I should say. Sometimes it gets out of control. See how that deepened up this outer edge a little bit? That's my personal style. I like that. But sometimes I'm in a hurry or I just don't feel like doing my makeup that day. I'll just do one color all over the eye. And then you take your blending brush and you kind of smudge that out a little bit. Blend it out. That way you don't have any harsh lines. You want it to just look like it all flows together. I like that. All right, then with the side of this brush, that is the Defying, I'm going to take more of that darker color and put it down here about halfway into my lower lash line. Just like that. All right, now I'm going to wipe off that brush on my towel and go back in with that shade that we put all over the lid and put it in the inner corner and then the other half of my lower lash line. Just like that. I really like how that looks. Now that I have the other shades on, this transition shade is looking a little dark for me. So I'm going to go back in with that really light shade that I started out with. And go over what I have in the crease with that lighter shade. It lightens it up a little bit for me. And with that transition shade in the crease, if you wanted to, you could always blow it out like above the brow bone, above the brow bone, or whatever I consider this, a brow bone, I guess, not on my brow, but you could blow it up and out to get kind of more of like a smoky look. See how that lightened it, but it also blew it out a little bit on the side. So now I feel like everything is more blended together. And yeah, that is how I blend my eyeshadow. I hope that that made sense. I am going to do my other eye and do some mascara, and I will be right back. All right, my mascara is on. I used the Essence Lash Princess False Effect. This is some good mascara, and I get the waterproof kind. It is a little harder to take off, but I use a cleansing balm from e.l.f. to remove my makeup, and it removes it fairly well. It just is kind of tricky to get off sometimes, but it's a very good mascara. But I use this on the top lashes, and then on my bottom lashes I use this AOA Studio Fat Lash Mascara. This is $1 on the shopmissa website, and it is the best mascara. If I'm ever just doing like a simple look, I use this on the top and bottom lashes, and it stays put. It doesn't smear, it doesn't flake. $1, the best. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, share it, comment down below. Yeah, just all of those things that you can do for my channel and for my videos is greatly, greatly appreciated. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and push the notification bell. That way you will be notified every time I post a new upload. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Boom, boom, boom.